Hello students, this is the continuation of the previous video of chapter 4. So now open page number 31. Relations of Mughals with other rulers. In the previous video we saw the different Mughal rulers who came and ruled over Delhi. When Humayun had escaped, even the Hindu rulers gave him shelter. Therefore, their culture was reflected in the upbringing of Akbar. He took the help of Hindu rulers when he ascended the throne. He knew that he would not be able to rule in India if he ignored the Rajput rulers. Therefore, he maintained good relations with the Rajput rulers and won their confidence. The rulers who did not accept his authority had to face him. The rulers of Sisodiya Rajputs did not accept his rule and had many confrontations with him. So when Humayun escaped, जब वो भाग गया, the Hindus gave him the shelter, उसको पनाह दी. Therefore, the Hindu culture was reflected in upbringing of Akbar. Now, Akbar knew that he would not be able to rule in India if he ignored the Rajput rulers. So, he took the help of Hindu rulers when he came on the throne and also maintained good relation. उसने दोस्ती निभाई with the Rajput rulers and won their confidence. उन लोगों का विश्वास जीत लिया. So he married Jodhabai also. Those rulers who did not accept his authority, जो रूलर ने उसकी बात नहीं मानी, Akbar used to fight with them. And Sisodiya Rajputs did not accept his rule. And so Akbar had fought battles with them. उन लोगों के साथ बहुत सारे युद्ध किए. Tradition of inheritance. The king was responsible for appointing the successor of the kingdom, and it would usually be the oldest son. During the Mughal rule, all the sons would get an equal share of the empire. This kind of hierarchy was implemented during Humayun's reign. After that, rulers conspired against each other for the throne. Brothers would quarrel with one another for the throne, and whoever won ascended the throne of Delhi. Now, ट्रेडिशन ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस, कैसे रीति रिवाज थे वारिस के लिए. द एल्डेस्ट सन वॉज मेड द किंग, जो बड़ा लड़का होता था उसको राजा बनाते थे. ड्यूरिंग द मुगल रूल द सन्स वर गुड गेट इक्वल शेयर ऑफ द किंगडम. कितने भी बेटे थे सबको इक्वल शेयर मिलता था राज्य का. द सन्स फॉट अमॉन्ग देमसेल्व्स बाय मेकिंग कॉन्स्पिरसी. कॉन्स्पिरसी मीन षड्यंत्र करते थे और एक दूसरे के साथ लड़ते थे. फॉर वॉट? टू गेट द थ्रोन, राजगद्दी पाने के लिए. दोज हु वन इन दिस बैटल वुड बिकम द किंग. जो उसमें जीत जाता था वो दिल्ली का राजा बन जाता था. एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सिस्टम. द सूबेदारी सिस्टम वॉज इम्प्लीमेंटेड ड्यूरिंग द मुगल पीरियड. Akbar divided his kingdom into 15 sections. Each section was known as the Suba or province. The subsection of Suba was called government, and the subsection of government was known as Pargana. The head of each Pargana was called Amir, who would collect the revenue. There were Gram Panchayats in villages, and the head was known as Patel, Chaudhry, Mukadam, etc. Thus, during that time, various executives were appointed. So now how was the administrative system? The Subedari system was implemented, and Akbar divided his kingdom into 15 sections, and each section was known as Suba or province. Now today we have district, and in that district there is municipality to do the administrative work. The other example is regarding our school, where there are different classes and each classes have a class teacher. In the same way, this Akbar also divided his kingdom into 15 sections. The head of the Pargana was called Amir, and this Amir, what work he did to collect the revenue, tax वो collect करता था. Then in the villages there were Gram Panchayat, and this head of the Gram Panchayat was known as Patel Chaudhry Mukadam. Now turn your page number 32. During Akbar's reign, pilgrim tax was not levied. Thus, there would be huge crowd in the pilgrim center. Akbar was considered to be the most tolerant and benevolent king among all the Mughal rulers. He regularly organized religious meets in the prayer hall at Sikri. It was also called discussion hall, as religious matters were discussed there. Representatives from all religions attended the meeting. The royal court was adorned by the scholars. Now, when Akbar was ruling, at that time the pilgrim tax यानी भक्ति करने के लिए जहाँ पे लोग जाते थे, वो मंदिर में जाने के लिए वो लोग टैक्स नहीं लेते थे. दैट इज़ दिस पिलग्रिम टैक्स वॉज नॉट लेविड, उसको हटा दिया. एंड सो देर वॉज अ ह्यूज क्राउड, बहुत बड़ी भीड़ होती थी एट द पिलग्रिमेज सेंटर. अकबर वॉज कंसिडर्ड टू बी द मोस्ट टॉलरेंट यानी ओपन माइंडेड, सहनशील, लार्ज माइंडेड एंड बेनिवोलेंट, लोगों की भलाई करने वाला, काइंड हार्टेड किंग अमंग ऑल द मुगल रूलर्स. जितने भी राजा थे उसमें से अकबर टॉलरेंट और बेनिवोलेंट था. देन अकबर ऑर्गेनाइज अ रिलीजियस मीट, धर्म की मीटिंग एट द प्रेयर हॉल एट सिकरी. इट वॉज हेल्ड, ये मीटिंग क्यों रखता था? फॉर द डिस्कशन, बिकॉज रिलीजियस मैटर्स वर डिस्कस्ड देयर. इन द मीटिंग religious matters were discussed, and the leaders of all religions, सभी धर्म के नेता, attended the meeting. In the royal court, राजा के दरबार में, all scholars, जो महारथी, बुद्धिमान, वाइज मैन थे, वो लोग उसको अटेंड करते थे. The 9 gems of Akbar's court were, now in the Akbar's court there were 9 jewels, नवरत्न थे अकबर के दरबार में. And who were the 9 gems are the names given here. Todermal, the revenue minister. Mansingh, the leader of Daksh army. Abdul Fazl, the historian and writer of Ain-e Akbari and Akbarnama. Tansen, the famous singer. Mullah Do Piazza, the clever and jolly courtier. Maheshdas Birbal, the quick-witted courtier and trickster. And you have learned or you know many stories of Akbar and Birbal. Hammam, the famous Vaidya physician. Faizi, the renowned poet, and Abdul Rahim, the Hindi verse writer. So these were the 9 jewels that were there in the Akbar's court. Now page number 33. Reforms made by Sher Shah. Sher Shah ruled over Delhi for 5 years. He introduced many reforms during this short span and is therefore better known as a reformer than a warrior. With Todermal's help, he prepared a table for revenue collection based on the type of land and production, and Akbar followed the same method for revenue collection. Now Sher Shah, he ruled for 5 years over Delhi, and in these 5 years he introduced many reforms, नए रूल्स बनाए, नए चेंजेस किए, and fought less battles, उसने लड़ाई कम की, and therefore he was known as reformer than a warrior. Then the method of tax collection of Todermal was good, and so Sher Shah followed his pattern. And what was the pattern of Todermal's tax collection? It was based on the type of land and production. Akbar also followed the same pattern. He removed the toll booths so that there could be free transportation of goods. He constructed roads to increase trade and for the convenience of pedestrians, among which the famous roads were constructed between Agra and Burhanpur, Agra and Marwar, Lahore and Mulan. So other things or other reforms made by शेर शाह were he removed the toll booths जहाँ पे टैक्स लिया जाता था vehicles का ट्रांसपोर्ट का so that the goods can be transported freely. Then he constructed roads, नए रास्ते बनवाए to increase trade, व्यापार बढ़ाने के लिए and also for the convenience of pedestrian, जो लोग चल के जाते थे उनकी कन्वीनियंसी के लिए उन्होंने रास्ते बनवाए and the roads were the names given are Agra and Burhanpur, Agra and Marwar, Lahore and Mulan. He also planted trees on both the sides of roads and constructed rest houses. He had set up mint houses to mint silver coins uniform in weight. He was very strict about the discipline of the army and had therefore strictly ordered the army not to harass the villagers or destroy crops while marching. During his reign, kotwals were responsible for arresting criminals. Sher Shah was himself very active and motivated others too by keeping them busy at work. Then what other reforms he did? He planted trees on both the sides of the road. दोनों रास्ते के दोनों साइड पे पेड़ लगवाए and rest houses, आराम गृह. Then he also minted silver coins, सिल्वर के सिक्के उसने बनाए. Uniform in weight, एक समान वजन के. Then he was very strict about discipline, शिस्त में कड़क थे, of the army, and he ordered the villagers not to harass the village. Ordered the army not to harass the villagers. गांव के लोगों को परेशान नहीं करने का. एंड वाइल मार्चिंग, परेड करते समय, डू नॉट डिस्ट्रॉय द क्रॉप्स, जो क्रॉप्स है खेत में उसको नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाने का. देन ड्यूरिंग हिज रूल द कोटवाल वर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर अरेस्टिंग द क्रिमिनल्स, गुनहगार को पकड़ने की जिम्मेदारी कोटवाल की थी. ही हिमसेल्फ वॉज ऑल्सो वेरी एक्टिव, वो खुद बहुत एक्टिव रहता था. एंड ऑल्सो केप्ट बिजी others also by doing that work. Now turn your page number 34. Chittor's tale of bravery. Now Chittor is in Rajasthan and it is very famous with the name of Maharana Pratap. There were frequent struggles between Mughals and the Sisodia Rajputs. The courageous Sisodia Rajputs were not ready to accept Mughal supremacy and they fought against Akbar boldly and bravely. So often there were struggles, बहुत सारे frequent struggles, बहुत सारे झगड़े लड़ाई होते थे, war होता था between the Mughals and the Sisodia Rajputs, because these Sisodia Rajputs they did not accept the Mughal rule. वो मुगल का राज था, वो उनको acceptable नहीं था. And so they fought bravely and boldly against Akbar's. Among all the warriors, Maharana Pratap's bravery is especially noteworthy. Among the rulers of the Sisodia dynasty, Maharana Pratap was the one who fought against Akbar continuously till the end. Now these Sisodia Rajputs, they were fighting with Akbar, and among them Maharana Pratap is very famous for his bravery and he fought with Akbar continuously till he died. Since Akbar wanted to set up his rule in Mewar, there were many battles fought between Mewar and Delhi, among which the Battle of Haldighati is considered to be a landmark battle. Now, Akbar wanted to establish his rule in Mewar, and for that he bought many battles. तो बहुत सारी लड़ाइयाँ की मेवाड़ में अपना राज बनाने के लिए, रूल बनाने के लिए. Among all the battles, बहुत सारे battles हुए, उसमें से Battle of Haldighati इज़ अ लैंडमार्क बैटल, एक ऐतिहासिक घटना है हल्दी घाटी. Now Haldi Ghati means Pahadi mountains, and Haldi means the soil there is of yellow color, and so it was called Haldi Ghati. Akbar had a huge well-equipped army with modern weapons, cannons, gunpowder in sufficient numbers and artilleries, whereas Maharana Pratap had the advantage of his chivalrous Rajput warriors who lived in the forest and were therefore used to fighting wars in hilly areas. Now, when the battle at Haldigati was going on, at that time Akbar had many modern weapons, cannons, gunpowder and artilleries. उसके पास बहुत सारे नए हथियार थे, तोपें थी, गन पाउडर था, बहुत सारे क्वांटिटी में. While Maharana Pratap did not have all these, but he had brave warriors, बहादुर warriors थे, आर्मी थे, फौजी थे, who lived in the forest and were efficient, काबिल थे to fight war in hilly areas. There were just 20 to 22,000 soldiers who fought bravely against lakhs of Mughal soldiers, and in this battle Mughal had an army of lakhs of soldiers, while Maharana Pratap had only 20 to 22,000 soldiers. In the battle of Haldi Ghati, Maharana Pratap and his horse Chetak attained martyrdom, and that can never be forgotten. Now, with Maharana Pratap, the name of Chetak is also very famous. Maharana Pratap horse was there whose name was Chetak, and both Maharana Pratap and Chetak attained martyrdom, Sahid ho gaye, which cannot be forgotten in the battle of Haldi Ghati. चेतक was specially trained for battles. वो युद्ध करने के लिए उसको ट्रेन किया था. In the battlefield, Chetak would move according to Maharana Pratap's command. When the battle of Haldi Ghati was at its peak, Chetak acted according to Rana Pratap's instruction and jumped high to reach up to the Mughal Senapati who was seated on his elephant. Now, Chetak was trained for the battle. He was very faithful to his master, that is Maharana Pratap, and he moved according to his orders. महाराणा प्रताप जो ऑर्डर देते थे उसके हिसाब से वो बैटलफील्ड में चलता था. चेतक फॉलोड द इंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ महाराणा प्रताप एंड जम्प्ड हाई टू रीच अप टू द मुगल सेनापति. और एक बार वो युद्ध में महाराणा प्रताप ने उसको इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया और तो वो इंस्ट्रक्शन के हिसाब से उसने इतना लंबा जंप लगाया हाई that it reached to the सेनापति who was sitting on an elephant. हाथी के ऊपर बैठा था, वहाँ तक वो राणा प्रताप को ले गया. And Rana Pratap threw a spear at Senapati, but he was saved because of the howdah. Now, after reaching there, the Senapati on the elephant, Rana Pratap threw a spear, उसने भला फेंका at Senapati, but he was saved because of the howdah. See the picture on page number 35. There they are showing the spear on the Senapati sitting on the elephant. But that Senapati was saved, वो बच गया because of howdah. Howdah is a seat for riding on the back of elephant. There were many such incidents in the battle of Haldi Ghati which were noteworthy. ऐसे बहुत सारे किस्से हैं जो हमको ध्यान में आते हैं. It is believed that when Maharana Pratap was injured, one of his leaders wore his canopy to distract the Mughal rulers. Chetak took the injured Rana Pratap away from the battlefield. There are many such incidents about Rana Pratap and Akbar mentioned in history. Then the battle continued, and in the battle Maharana Pratap was injured, वो घायल हो गए, and one of his army to save Rana Pratap वोर हिज कैनपी, उस वो जो माथा पे पहनते थे कैनपी, वो उसने पहन लिया। टू मिसगाइड द मुगल रूलर्स, ताकि जो मुगल के सैनिक थे उनको लगे कि राणा प्रताप ये है। दिस शोज द पैट्रियोटिज्म, देशभक्ति दिखाई देती है। एंड आफ्टरवर्ड्स चेतक टूक अवे राणा प्रताप फ्रॉम द बैटल फील्ड, एंड बाद में राणा जो घायल राणा प्रताप थे, इंजर्ड राणा प्रताप थे, उसको लेके चेतक युद्ध भूमि से निकल गया। चेतक टूक अवे राणा प्रताप फ्रॉम द बैटल फील्ड, and like this many incidents are there in the history about Rana Pratap and Akbar. Maharana Pratap lost the battle against Akbar but did not give up. He wandered in the forest, faced many difficulties but remained determined. Rana Pratap formed the army again with the help of Bhama Shah, a Jain trader, who helped him financially and fought against the Mughals again. He won all the forts except Chittor, and he vowed, "Till I get back Chittor, I will not sleep peacefully." So, like this, Maharana Pratap lost the battle. वो हार गए अकबर के सामने, but he did not give up. He wandered in the forest. वो जंगलों में भटकते रहे, वो झुके नहीं, वो हारे नहीं अकबर के सामने. He remained determined, and then he formed a new army. उसने अलग से फिर से नई तरह के अपनी सेना बनाई, नई आर्मी, with the help of Bhama Shah, a Jain trader, एक व्यापारी था, उसने पैसे की मदद की, who gave him the money to form a new army and fought again with the Mughals, और वापिस वो मुगल के साथ उसने लड़ाई की. He won all the forts except Chittor, उसने सब किले और जो पैलेसेस महाराणा प्रताप ने हार दिए थे वो सबको जीत लिया, बट चित्तौड़ रह गया, एक्सेप्ट चित्तौड़. चित्तौड़ का किला वो नहीं जीत पाए. एंड देन ही वोड, उसने शपथ ली कि टिल आई गेट बैक चित्तौड़ आई विल नॉट स्लीप पीसफुली. जब तक चित्तौड़ नहीं जीतूँगा तब तक शांति से नहीं सोऊंगा. सो स्टूडेंट्स, हियर we complete chapter number 4. For homework, you have to write the answers in your workbook.